Have you ever noticed that when you try to buy your love for someone at a store, you realize you could have spent no money and still get the happy ending you wanted all along? Well, that's what the Loud Kids found out in the episode I'm going to talk about today. So join me as I, SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, bring you another retro review from past seasons of The Loud House. Cue the intro! Today's episode is present tense. In this episode, the kids try to find the perfect birthday gift for their dad when they think their family scrapbook pales in comparison to anything else. I consider this one of the more forgettable episodes of the 4th season. It doesn't do anything particularly amazing, and that's mostly due to how repetitive the storytelling is. The foundation for said repetition begins when the kids reconsider giving their dad a scrapbook containing a lot of family memories after they see the amazing birthday gift Carol Pingree gave her dad. All they do from that point onward is shop around for something their dad might like, and this is broken into two different yet very similar halves. The first half shows the kids trying to buy something at the mall, and every time they think they made the right choice, they decide to not buy that gift for a variety of reasons. Certain gifts would remind their dad of a bad memory, timing delays in having the gift ready to give to their dad, and realizing they already bought their dad a similar gift in the past and didn't want to get him the same gift twice. Seriously, they've gotten their dad so many ties from the same store that the manager recognizes the family as regulars. Finally, they settle on a combination British beefeater / nutcracker, but then they see Kotaro got their dad a living life-size version of their gift, so they turn to Flip for more ideas. This leads into the second half of the story where the kids are once again shopping for their dad, but this time they want to get him an experience for his birthday. They buy several from Flip's alias Tucker, last seen in the episode Deal Me Out. And just like with the first half of the story, there's a distinct formula that takes place. They buy him an experience, start second-guessing their decision after seeing what could potentially happen to their dad if he goes through with said experience, and they go back to the food and fuel to get something different while Flip keeps charging them for all kinds of fees until they eventually run out of money. Well, technically Lola was also costing them money because she kept wanting to buy food every time they went there, but that can't be any more ridiculous than being charged for a test run in the off chance their dad wanted to use Flip as a horse. That is perhaps one of Flip's most disturbing ways of making a profit, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Anyway, this is the point in the episode where the kids think they really screwed up their dad's birthday when they overhear him crying, but as one would expect as a viewer, they find out they didn't ruin anything. Their dad was actually crying tears of joy because he found their scrapbook and says it's the perfect gift. I knew what the outcome was going to be the second the episode started, and the story would predictably conclude with the typical family sentiment of how the best kind of love can't be bought from a store, but I have to admit the ending is still really wholesome. Originally, the ending was going to include the life-size beefeater walking in on the family hug, but it was removed because it was believed to be both unfunny and it would devalue the sentimentality of the moment. They definitely made the right decision to remove that guy because that shot of the family in the final cut was too perfect to ruin. Overall, this episode may be overly simplistic and repetitive in what the main characters do, and you could see the ending coming from miles away, but I honestly cannot bring myself to hate it. It's an episode where all the Loud Kids are on the same page and not sniping at each other. I know I've mentioned this so many times before, but I love the episodes where the kids work together for the benefit of their dad and how the man comes to appreciate the lengths his kids went to just to make him happy. The predictable yet sentimental ending with the kids realizing the best gift they could have given him was something right from the heart and not from a shelf was undoubtedly the best part of the episode. Some other highlights include the childhood pictures Luann was going to put in the scrapbook, Lola thinking she could use her teeth to carve her dad's name into the spatula her siblings wanted to give him, and of course Luna making a Rolling Stones reference when she says, "If you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need." Aside from Flip doing his usual price gouging, I can't find any big negatives. I'd personally recommend watching this episode on specific holidays like Father's Day and maybe Christmas, since the tone of the story matches very well with those 2 days. Outside of that, however, it's an episode you can still enjoy, but only once in a great while. With that said, I give Present Tense an 8.2 out of 10. Well folks, that concludes my review of Present Tense. So I gotta ask, what did you guys think of this episode? Sound off in the comments below, and be sure to click that subscribe button for more Loud House related content. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys for the next video, but until then, this is SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, signing off. Peace out, home slices.